Hey guys, and welcome back to this brand new video. Today I'm going to show you the best settings for OBS 2020. So I'm going to jump right in with settings. Here there's not a lot to do actually, it's more preferences, like my language is on English, the theme is in dark. And for the rest here there's not a lot to change. You can copy that if you want actually. But for the rest we're just going to continue here. We're going to jump over stream because we're not going to do that. So I'm going to go to output. This should be on advanced. So be sure that output mode is on advanced. So I'm going to go to the recording tab because this is for recording. Type standard, the recording path that you can actually make that yourself. I actually made in my videos, I actually made a OBS recordings folder, and that's where all of my OBS recordings go to. So be sure you have your own folder for that. It's just really convenient. Then the recording format, I really advise you to use MP4 because MP4 is the most readable video file. So be sure it's an MP4 because like every program can read that file. So it's really useful to keep it on MP4. Audio track, I use two. One of my audio tracks is my desktop audio. So if I play music on Spotify, for example, it will be my desktop audio. And the second one is my microphone. So obviously the sound that comes from my microphone. The encoder, I don't have a graphics card, so I use the X264. Then the rescale output should be on 920 by 1080 because that's like every video and thumbnail nowadays. So like the video, be sure it's on 920 by 1080. CBR, it's the rate control. I always have it on CBR and 50,000. I think it just works best. You know, the differences. And I just think that CBR 50,000 kbs is more than enough. You can use that definitely. Then the CPU, it's on its highest, it's ultra fast, because if you put it at slower, it will actually, the video will become slower, so a lot of things will take a long time to load. Also, when you render the video, it's going to take a really long time, so be sure this is on ultra fast. Even if your computer isn't that good, be sure this is on ultra fast. Profile should be on high. Tune on, this is just okay. Then going to go over to audio. So simple rates should be at 48. The channels should be on stereo. As you can see here, I have my desktop audio. What I talked about is my first one, which are my speakers. So this is basically my desktop audio. And the voice meter, because I use another program for my microphone. But this is just my microphone. It's the Blue Yeti normally. So normally it will say Blue Yeti. But because I use a software to make my sound better, I choose the software because then, yeah, it makes my sound better. But this is my microphone basically. This, once again, you can copy that if you want to. I'm just going to go over to video here. 920 by 1080, as I said, for these. It's the video resolution, go for that. It's like every YouTube video is like that, so be sure you have it on 920 by 1080. Downscale filter, I have it on Langos sharpening 36 samples, so I would definitely choose that one as well. I knew that from the past this was the best choice, and it still is, so be sure that you have it on this one. FPS, 60 FPS is the most. Yeah, I mean, 60 FPS, definitely going for that, you know. 30 FPS is kind of slow nowadays, so just be sure it's on 60 FPS and you're all good. Hotkey is a preference. It's when you press a key on your keyboard and it starts recording, for example, or you pause the video. These are just keys so that you can actually do. So these are just easy keys that you can use to start the stream, for example. Okay, then advanced. Advanced is actually also pretty important. Process priority, high. I definitely advise you to put it on the highest, which is high. The render, direct 3D11. Definitely would choose that. Color format NV12. It's a good one, and the color space, this is the biggest one, 7.9, you have two options, and 7.9 is the highest. I would go for 7.9, and be sure that color range is on full actually, because if it isn't on full, your video is going to be really dark, and you don't want like a dark colored video, you want it to be like the full normal color that your screen has, you know. This, once again, is not something really to go over to. You can copy that if something is really different for you, but that's that for that. I wanted to show you last thing actually. Here, if you want, there's the desktop audio. There's nothing playing like music or YouTube videos or anything, so there's not audio right now. This, of course, as you can see, is my microphone. Here you have the scenes. A lot of people have said to me in the past on OBS videos that they have a black screen. Now that can have multiple reasons. First of all, because of course, be sure that you have a scene, because that is really important. So you click Add, you click a scene, you name it whatever you want. Then you go to sources, which is what you're going to record in the end. So you click here, you click add. It can be everything. An image is for example when you're gonna say start streaming soon, you know, and you have an image for that. Game capture, of course, is when you're gonna record a game. So you click on game capture, and then you also have to choose which game, and you have to have the game running, and then you click that game that is running at the moment, and then it will actually show you here the game. So be sure that the game is running and that you choose the game that you want to record. I just display, capture what my screen does. So this is always my scene here. This is just basically what I always use to record my desktop with every video is literally on this for me. But yeah, then there's also another reason that it could be on black. You see this little eye here. If I click on it, as you can see, there's no video at all anymore. So be sure that this little eye here is always checked like this to actually have a screen as well. So these are already multiple reasons that your screen is on black. If you have something a lot more specific, you can also ask it in the comments below. But for the rest, this is really all you needed to know. The best settings now for 2020 and the most recent OBS update. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it in any case. I hope I helped you out, of course. Please leave a like, would be really nice. Subscribe would also be really nice. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.